Hello bookish friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew and this is Drew's Ambitious Reading, and for today's video I am very excited because this is my comeback video, I guess. I've been absent from booktube for quite a while now and I'm so sorry for that. It wasn't planned at all. I do have a lot of vlogs and content of that type of nature coming to you guys very soon. I've just been busy working a lot lately, but anyways, I wanted to give you a proper book haul video. So today is going to be a book haul video. I have a lot of book mail stacked up throughout the week. I got some books sent to me from Penguin Teen. I have books from book boxes that I use. And then I also went to the library last weekend, but I forgot to show you guys in my vlog. So I thought, why not show them off here? So as always, it's my channel, my coziness chit-chatty video. So let's sit down, talk about books, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give us a big thumbs up, hit subscribe, turn your notification on, and let's jump into it. Why don't we? I think that's everything we need to discuss. I would say my editing software has been acting up lately, so hopefully this weekend, knock on wood somewhere, that this weekend the editing software will be good. But yeah, let's jump into everything I have, because I literally have this tote bag full of books, beautiful bag from Owlcrate. I have this package from Penguin Teen. We have our September Owlcrate box finally came in. And then we have all of our book subscription boxes for November. So all of them came in at once, which was super nice and super fun. So I thought it will be fun to do a video. So before jumping into the actual video, let's talk about my current read, because in all my book hauls, I always love to talk about my current read and see what you guys are reading. So for the month of November, I'm trying to focus on wrapping up book series / trying to accomplish all my reading goals in the month of November if I can. So far, we've been great. We've read 5 books in November so far. This will be my 6th one. I'm reading this for Readathon from Donna over at Donna Marie's Reads here on BookTube. She's the host of that Readathon, and it's happening throughout the whole month of November. And for this, I'm reading this book for a reading challenge called Finish a Series Reading Challenge, and so that is Fortress of Ambrose by J.L. This is the 3rd and final book in this series. Penguin Teen was actually so kind enough to send me an arc of it. So thank you so much, Penguin Teen. I cannot believe I have an arc of a whole entire series. That hasn't happened in a while, so that was really cool to get an arc of a finale. I should be reading my arc copy, but I also don't want it to have the paperback get damaged. So we're going to be reading from our finished hardcover that we bought in the month of October. Very happy to say I'm loving this book. The enemies to lovers love triangles that we have here. There's 2 different love triangles happening, but the one that I'm rooting for finally became lovers, and I'm just like gushing over them. So I'm very scared to see what will happen, because right now I'm only 145 pages into my book, so I'm hoping to read a lot more tonight after I finish filming. We'll see if that happens, because normally after filming I get super tired. Do all you guys get super tired after the filming? Let me know down below. Also let me know what you guys are currently reading, and if you have read House of Marion series. I can't talk too much about this just because it is a finale, but I thought it would be cool to share what I'm currently reading. So let's jump in. I'm going to save the Owlcrate box for last because that has a lot of items in it. Let's jump into the books. So I'll do this one first since it's right here. So this one is a package from Penguin Teen. You guys know what these brown packages are for. This is from Penguin Teen. I've been working with them throughout the whole year of 2025 and going into 2026, which has been really cool. So thank you so much, Penguin Teen. I don't know if there's a little opening for this guy. Normally there is one, but it looks like they're not. This looks like a paperback copy as well, so we'll see what we have here. It could be like a paperback book that I requested, or it could be an arc. There was a list that just came out recently of 2026 arcs that you want to read and review for them from the Penguin Teen influencer list, which again I'm on. So I'm not sure what this will be. So we'll find out in real time. Maybe, he says. Maybe. Ooh, I'll let you guys see it first. Can you guys see that? Ah, it's a paperback, so it's an arc. Ooh, okay. I didn't request this one. Interesting. So they sent me... I already have a hardcover of this. Interesting. So they sent me a paperback copy of Spin of Fate by A.A. Voya. Maybe I'll give this to one of you guys now, because I already have a hardcover copy of Spin of Fate. So thank you, Penguin Teen, for sending this my way, but I already have the beautiful hardcover edition. So now there's a giveaway here. All you gotta do is like, comment, and make sure you're subscribed. And then also for the question of the giveaway, why don't we do, what's a book you're looking forward to reading in December? Because I don't know if there's any December new releases coming out, so let me know. You most anticipate to read in December, and I'll figure out a winner from there. So thank you, Penguin Teen. This is so cool. I haven't read this book yet, but it's been on my list forever now. I did just got book 2 recently, so maybe I'll binge read this series in the month of November. That's really cool. Thank you, Penguin Teen. Okay, let's jump into our library haul, because I'm actually super excited for these new releases. A lot of these came out over the summertime, so let me grab them. One of these, weirdly, was in large print, and I'm like, huh, I never requested large print, so I don't know if that's like the only edition they have for it. But yeah, let me take off the little sticker thingy my library has. I'll be right back. Hold on. All of these new releases are on my Amazon wish list, so I love trying out new releases from the library first, and then jumping into the physical copies of buying them for myself. So most of these, actually 2 of these, I have e-arcs of from NetGalley, so I definitely want to prioritize those 2. So let's jump into this book haul. So the first one, I have an e-arc of this from Penguin Teen on NetGalley, and that is A Spell to Wake the Dead by Nicole Les Princess. I'm so sorry for butchering your last name. This is a YA fantasy that is a little bit with a horror mix, I want to say. This one says, when Mazzy and her best friend Nora sneak down to the beach one moonlight night to cast a spell, they don't expect to find a dead body. But as the tide rolls in, it carries the remains of a woman who is missing her hands and teeth. Creepy. The girls know they should leave the investigation to the police, but they can't shake the weird supernatural connection they feel with the dead woman. Using spell work and divination, they set out to find answers of their own. Okay, so a little like NCIS type of case. We'll see. Hopefully I'll love this one. I have other books by this author, I think. Question mark. I think this is her second book. Or, yeah, this is her newest book. I have The Depths by her. I haven't read it yet, but I have that one because Owlcrate did a copy of that one, so I have an Owlcrate edition. So hopefully I'll read this one in the month of November before the due date, and then we'll see if I like her or not. So very stoked to try a new author. I just realized this is a massive Penguin Teen video, so hi Penguin Teen. Okay, the next one, I do have an e-arc from NetGalley as well, so I'll love to try and read this one before getting into it. I did not realize how chunky this fantasy book would be, though. There's a cover reveal of book 2 as well, and so that is A Mastery of Monster by Leslie Sambury. This is the same author as the Blood Like Magic duology, which I still need to read. I know my friend Clint over at Reed's Reader, he loved that duology, and I still haven't read it yet, so I'm curious to see what this new series is about. I feel like this new series I would love more. But yeah, a lot of authors I love has blurred this book, like Chloe Gong and Ryan and Aaron A. Craig. Super excited for that. This one says, when August's brother disappeared before his sophomore semester, everyone thinks that the streets of college got him. But August knows that Jules would never have left her voluntarily, especially not after their mother so recently went missing. The only clue that he left behind was a note telling her to stay safe and protect the remaining family. And after August is attacked by a 10-foot tall creature with fur and claws, she realized that her brother might be in more danger than she could ever imagine. What? This sounds so good. It sounds very like creepiness for the fall season, and like I said, it's the first of a brand new series, so I'm very stoked to jump into this. We'll see if I like it, but yeah, I hear nothing but great things about it. Hopefully that doesn't kill my shelf. And then these last two books, both of them are purple/pinkish covers. I don't know what's up with purple lately, but I've been loving that color, so yes please. The next one is a new release that just came out in June, and that is Embrace the Serpent by Sonia Mara, I think is how you say this author's name. Sorry for butchering this one. Ava Reed blurbed this, and she said, an exquisite jewel of a book. I don't know how to read tonight, apparently. So many authors that I know from have blurbed this book, so I'm excited to see what this debut novel has in store for me. I think this is also a first of a brand new series, because this is the author's debut novel. So I'm very excited for this one. This one says, a dangerous deal could save a kingdom or destroy its king's heart. The Serpent King is the most eligible bachelor in the land, a monster with a dark and terrible magic, and the ruler of the last free kingdom. Riches and powers await his future bride, but also a life forever trapped in the games of court. That fate is 18-year-old Sapphire's worst nightmare. Ever since the Empire made her an orphan, she found freedom in being invisible. So desperate her rare gift for harnessing the magic in gemstones, she lets an unscrupulous jewelsmith take credit for her increasingly sought work after work. But when the king sends his most clever huntsman to find the best jewelsmith of all, the spotlight lands on Sapphire. Faced with chosen between falling into the Empire's grasp or marrying a monster. Ooh, this sounds everything I would love in a fantasy book. For some reason, I thought this had a competition setting, but I guess not. But it has a cat and mouse trope in here, and that's a new trope that I have been loving lately. So really looking forward to this debut novel, and I think there's queer characters in here too, but again, I could be wrong. I just know this is a new release that came out over the summer, and I haven't bought it yet, so I was like, let me try it from my public library first. So again, hopefully it's one that I will love. And then next is my final library book, and that is The Scammer by Tiffany D. Jackson. Tiffany D. Jackson is an auto-buy author for me, so I don't want to say too much about this one. I feel like everybody and their mother will know about this one just because it is a popular new release. And as you can see from the spine, this is my large print copy, so maybe I'll read this one a tad quicker than my other books, which I find it kind of funny and like cool that it's in a large print, because again, I didn't request it as a large print edition. But yeah, I won't say the summary for this just because I feel like everybody and their mother should know who Tiffany D. Jackson is. But this one has been getting mixed reviews since this book came out. So I'm a tad nervous of not going to like this one. But hopefully I will. You know, it's just one of those like feelings. Like you don't know if you love it because it's an auto-buy author. But you also know you will. Does anyone have those authors? Because Tiffany D. Jackson is one of those for me. Okay, let's jump into the fun part of the video. Not that the book hauls are fun, but let's jump into our newest subscription box that I have. I honestly don't know how to say this company's name right. I think this is Allurial. So this is very similar to Book of the Month, which I also have an unboxing of Book of the Month coming soon in this video. But this is very similar, but this is more catered towards romance-y books and contemporary as well, instead of just like thrillers and fantasy and contemporary like Book of the Month does. And that's more my genre / type of style of books I read. Cool thing about this one is it also comes with sprayed and stenciled edges. I think I got 2 books this month, if I'm not mistaken. So these are my picks for November. Let me try and open this. Hey, we can open things. So here we go. The picks this month, I almost skipped because I wasn't sure if I was into them. But when I read the synopsis of both books, they sounded amazing once I read them. And they're both new authors. I think these are debut authors as well. So let's see what I got this month. So on the top, it has every single trope that a fantasy reader can have. Like forbidden love, fate mates, opposite attracts, and so on and so on. And I love how each of the books are... or all the books are wrapped. We also have their bookmarks here too. Looks like I only have 1 bookmark though, so I should be having 2, unless they put it inside here. But yeah, I got 2 books this month, so let's see what they look like, because I've been seeing everybody in the Facebook group of this book company getting their books, and each cover looks stunning. So I'm excited to see what they look like in person. It's literally like Christmas right now. I want to make sure I didn't miss... So yeah, it looks like I'm missing a bookmark. Aw, that's kind of sad. I'll have to message them. But I got 2 books this month, and oh my stunning stenciled edges. Okay, cover. This cover is actually prettier in person than it is on Goodreads. Anyways, my main pick for the month of November was The Sacred Space Between by Callie or Kaylee Reed. This is a adult YA. I think this is adult, or is it YA? I don't know. This one says, the Abbey has controlled the minds of its patron for a millennium through memory magic, stolen from exile saints. At 15, Jude was exiled to the bleak moors in the countryside so that the Abbey could maintain control over his bionic magic. Almost a decade later, he wants to live a normal life free from the oppressive gaze. When the Abbey sends Maeve, a stubbornly deviant iconographer, I'm so sorry for butchering words, to paint an updated icon for him, Jude makes it his mission to get rid of her as soon as possible. And this cover is gorgeous. Like, look at that. And then there's stenciled edges all the way up and down. And then that's the back cover. And then on the inside, it has gorgeous sprayed edges, or not sprayed edges, gorgeous artwork on the end papers. And then it has the little logo for the book company. And no reversible dust jacket on these. But the reason why I wanted to get these is because I honestly love a good sprayed edges. And if they're done well, like this one is, I definitely want to have it for my collection. So, and then this is the bookmark for the first book that I got. I don't have a bookmark for the second book that I have. So I'm kind of sad that I don't have one. So again, I'll have to message the company. And then the next one, my add-on for the month of November, was Our Vicious Oath by N.E. Davenport. This is a first of a new series. And again, this cover is gorgeous. I saw that it had dragons involved, and I was like, yes, please. I love a good dragon novel. Let's see what the inside looked like. Ooh, the inside artwork is a map. Yes, that's approved by me. And then again, it's just normal black and silver on the actual hardcover. But yeah, this one, I don't know too much about it. I do know her other series, The Blood Gifts, I'm very into as well. I want to read that one, but I don't own it. So I thought I'll start with this one. It says, "The enemy of my enemy is my lover." What? I'm very excited. It's also say on the back, "A warrior princess and a vengeful king from rival Fae courts from a fierce alliance to take down a merciless deposit in these journey. A powerful magic, enemies to lovers, romance, and political intrigue." Like, what? And that's all from the first book of a new series. Yes, please. I'm so excited. So hopefully I'll read this year. If I don't, I'll definitely save it for next year. Okay, speaking of book of the month, we have our monthly book of the month unboxing. So let's unbox this one. Clean slate all the way through. We love it. Again, book of the month is a little different. This one has 5 options, sometimes 7 options to choose from. This month was another month where I debated if I wanted to skip or not. But when I went back and I read summaries of each of the 5 main picks, I was like, oh, 2 of these sound interesting. So I lied. I got 3 of these. I didn't remember getting a 3rd one. So I got 2 of these, or 3 of these picks. So one of them was I was a little nervous about, and it's because it's adult romance, and I wasn't sure how spicy that adult romance was, but I looked up some early reviews of it, and it sounds like there's some spice in it, but there's not a lot, if that makes sense. So my main pick for the month of November was Violet Thistlewaite is Not a Villain Anymore by Emily. I'm not even going to pronounce your last name. I'm so sorry. This cover is honestly so pretty in person as well. It wraps around on the backside. Oh, every thorn has its rose. Cute. This one is a first of a new series, I think. It's a cozy fantasy, and this one says, Guy Shadowfade is dead, and after a lifetime as the Dark Sorcerer's right hand, Violet Thistlewaite is determined to start over. Not as the fearsome Throne Witch, but as someone kind, someone better, someone good. This quaint town of Dragon Rest, Violet decides will be her second chance. She will set down roots, open a flower shop, keep her sanity mildly homicidal, houseplants in check, and pure dark magic from the twisted bows of her life. Aww, I don't know if that's going to be a sad book or a cozy book, but it sounds so good, and this is a new to me author as well. So when I saw, I was honestly intrigued by this one the most out of all 5 of the picks, just because I've been loving dragon books, and I just wanted something cozy for the fall season. And then this one, it was the one that I was a tad nervous about, and so this one is An Academic Affair by Jodi McAllister. This is also another new to me author. This is a adult romance, or is it YA? I can't tell. But this one is, she's the one test he can't ace. Sadie Shaw and Joanne Fisher, have been academic rivals since they first crossed paths as undergraduates in the literal department 15 years ago. In the cutthroat world of academic, opportunity are sacred and competition is ruthless. So it sounds fun, sounds quirky, and it sounds like right up my alley. And then my last add-on for the month of November was The Everlasting by Alex E. Harrow. I have other books by Alex E. Harrow, so when I saw that book of the month was doing this one, I decided to add it in because the other books I own were from book of the month, so I feel like it will be a cool little photo moment. I won't say too much about this one just because it is a popular new release, and I was happy that book of the month added this on. And then, of course, we have our bookmark, which just has their logo on the back of this. It says, Book for the Day. And getting into our last and final book box that we have besides going into Owlcrate, we have the Aardvark book box one. This one is also very similar to Book of the Month, but this one has like all the genres. So I wanted to try different companies and see like which one I would love the best. And the way these books feel, it's like a matte cover type of feeling, and they have pretty hardcover like underneath it. Like when you take the dust jacket off, their books are really pretty. So for Aardvark, I got 2 books. 2 of these are highly anticipated reads of mine. One of them I won't talk too much about just because it is very popular and I feel like everybody and their mother has been reading and loving it. And so for that one, I have Girl Dinner by Olivia Blake. This is Olivia Blake's adult romance, mystery. What category is this in? Don't know too much about it. It says good girls deserve a treat. It says dig into Girl Dinner, a darkly fun novel about power, lust, and eating your fill from New York Times bestselling author. So very stoked to be reading this. I want to see what the color underneath is. Ooh, okay. Little Wicked theme, you know. But yeah, super stoked to be getting around to reading this. Hopefully I'll read it this year. If not, definitely next year. And then my add-on for Aardvark was Kill the Beast by Sarah Swift, I think is how you say the first name. Honestly, this cover sold me. It's so pretty. It says, "Revenge makes monster of us all." And then this one is The Witcher meets Howl's Moving Castle in this debut original fairy tale of revenge, redemption, and a friendship. A heartwarming, cozy fantasy with a dash of gritty adventure. And that's honestly what sold me on this book. So very excited to be reading this debut author, and that's what I got from Aardvark. And last but not least, we're getting down to our Owlcrate box. But before we do that, let's take a little tea break because I've been talking for 20 minutes. Cheers, friends. Okay, let's jump into our monthly Owlcrate box. Owlcrate is a monthly book subscription with 1 hardcover, sometimes 2, with 5 to 6 goodies centered around a certain theme. Again, I'll have to use my phone to scan the QR code, so let's jump into it. This is the month of September. September was a tad late this year because of the book itself. I guess it had some trouble getting into the hands of Owlcrate because Canada had like a postal strike, I guess. I'm not too sure. But let's jump into this, shall we? Ta-ta! So let me scan this QR code, that way I can see what our monthly theme is, because as always, I never remember. Plus, it's like November now, so the theme is dangerous gods and beautiful monsters. Ooh. Okay, so there's a couple items right here on top. So let me see what we got. Okay. I think these are socks. What the heck? What are these? I haven't seen any of the items for the month of September, which is amazing because I wanted to go into this one kind of blind. And I usually wait for my friend Liz to film these videos for you guys, but I was like, well, she's busy working and so am I, so... Oh my goodness. These are socks. These are reading socks. Inspired by Percy Jackson. Oh my god, that's so cool. Designed with love from Divine Literature. Hand wash only, hang to dry. That's so cool. So they're just like giant ass reading socks. That's so cool. They're super fuzzy though. They feel super soft. So that would be great actually. I don't know if they will fit my feet because I have tiny feet. But that's so cool. I love that it's inspired by Percy Jackson. That's one of my favorite fandoms. That's really cool. So the next item we have is the Enchanted Elixir pen for the month of September, of course. So this is inspired or based on Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, which is a book series I absolutely adore. Ooh, I love that blue on there. Amazing. It says he collected the stars like treasure. Oh, that's so cute. And it kind of matches my t-shirt tonight. That's so cool. Such a pretty pin. I can't wait to hang this on my pin banner. Let's put you right there. Don't fall. This is so cool. Okay, the next item I see is a Serpent and Dove mini stapler. This is so cool because I feel like I always need one in my bedroom because I've been stealing my mom's lately. So now I have my own stapler. So this is, like it says, is a Serpent and Dove mini stapler. I won't be unboxing this yet, but that's really cool. I definitely will be using the heck out of this. And Serpent and Dove is one of my favorite trilogy and very underrated here on BookTube. Okay, next item. Oh, this is what we were looking for in our October box when me and Liz were unboxing the other day. So this is a Cersei Ramkin. This is Owlcrate's exclusive. Channel the power of Cersei with this magical ramekin, perfect for crafting delicious recipes while steeping into the world of gods and magic. I haven't read Cersei yet. Should I read it? Let me know. I own it. I just haven't got a chance to reading it yet. Oh, there's my lid. And then here is the actual item. I love bubble wrap as well. We'll be playing with that later tonight. But yeah, this is a pretty cool design. There's swords and daggers all across it. Oh, are we focusing? Focus. But yeah, this is inspired by Cersei, so I will definitely be giving this one to my mom because I feel like she can use this in our kitchen. I'm not sure what, but I'm sure she can think of something. Because, you know, mom powers exist. Next item I have here is the Bear and the Nightingale puzzle. Ooh, we haven't had a puzzle from them in a hot minute. This is 150 pieces. Oh my goodness. It doesn't look like these are 150 pieces. It says, piece together an enchanting snowy landscape inspired by the Bear and the Nightingale. This cozy scene is sure to be transported you into a world of folklore and magic. Designed by Nadia Rosaria. I'm so sorry for butchering that last name. We haven't had a puzzle from Owlcrate in who knows how long, but this will definitely be a fun, cozy project to do. Again, another book series I haven't read yet, but I'm interested in it. It's on my Amazon wish list. Cough, cough, cough. For anybody who wants to look at that wish list, you know. And then last but not least, we have the monthly book. Ooh, this is the book for September. That's so cool. So this is a book that is actually on my wish list, and I have an e-arc of this from NetGalley, so I'm very happy to have a pretty Owlcrate edition. This cover is so different from the original one, and so that is The Sleepless by Jen Williams. This is a YA fantasy debut novel as well, so this is a pretty black and gold cover with some creepy creatures on here. The back says, when I look at you, I see the one person who might understand what it's like to be me. My goodness, I'm butchering words tonight. I'm so sorry. Let's try and unbox this without scissors, but I love how all their Owlcrate books are around the same size too. So like when I go for my end of the year photo that I'm gonna do this year, it will look like a pretty stack, I hope. But this one is a YA fantasy debut novel that just came out either June or September. I want to say September, but I could be wrong. But this is one that I had my eye on for quite a while. This is Welcome to a World Where Gods and Monsters Roam the Earth. Elver is the guardian of wild and dangerous monster forest. Saved from the brink of death by a god, her skin will poison anyone she touches. Okay, synopsis. We have beautiful stenciled edges with artwork of like creatures again. Kind of creepy, but kind of cool. And artwork all the way around. There's a ribbon bookmark in there. I don't know if you can see. That's really cool. And then let's see the artwork. Ooh, there's beautiful artwork on the end paper. And then, let's see. Ah, it's signed by her too, which is so cool because like I said, this is her debut novel. There's a letter from the author we love. And then, let's see what the artwork on the end paper is on the back side. Ooh, uh-oh, something's happening in that scene. And that's the artwork on the back end papers. And then here's the reversible dust jacket. Ooh, there's dragons involved. Yes, please. I love a good dragon novel. So that's the beautiful reversible dust jacket. I'm so excited to be reading this one. This, like I said, this is one of my anticipated reads for the year. So I'm so happy that Owlcrate did this one. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this chaotic unboxing video. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn your notification on so you don't miss any new videos coming from me soon. And I'll see you guys whenever I feel like posting / making videos again. Bye!